Google Meet fatigue. This is just, in a pandemic world, we're spending a lot of time at home, in meetings, back to back, right? And there's a lot of these meetings are video based, right? And a lot of our meetings are video based. Turns out, Stanford University did a lot of research on this, obviously as the pandemic happened. And it turns out that, tools like Zoom, even Microsoft Teams, most of the tools that we're using weren't initially designed, right, to make humans feel good, right? So instead, what happens is when you're spending hours on these apps, they make you actually feel more fatigued. Stanford did an entire study on this. And some of the things they highlighted with some of the things in the bullets here was that, seeing your colleagues in like a large video format is scientifically proven to be uncomfortable. It puts people in a hyper state is what they said, right? Seeing yourself in video can be proven to create fatigue and self-image issues. Again, these are scientists that study this. I know people that love to see themselves on video, so I think it will vary, right? And the other thing about video is, you're not able to do like what I'm doing right now because I don't have my video on. I'm able to stand up and walk around and, you won't even notice that, right? So another problem with video and working from home is it doesn't allow you to move. I've suffered from it when I've had, back-to-back meetings with customers, with internal employees, and I was forced to just show my face all the time. I was forced to just take another call. And before you know it, it was 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I was beat. There are some solutions, and there's an article here that is referenced, and I can send it in email. Some of the things they say is, reduce the size of the Zoom window, right? So they say that can help with Zoom fatigue. They talked about ergonomics of where to place your keyboard, your camera, setting up your room. So there's been a lot of research on ways to kind of combat this. But then there's the basic things. Like I told you this, today, I said, hey, if you're showing video, just, shut the video off, right? So that you're not forced to look at the screen, right? So that even if you look away and do something else, right, you're not seen as the person not paying attention, right? So look at your screen for an hour, and you're forced to kind of do it. It could be uncomfortable. So these are some of the tips. Just turn the video off. Have a conference call or a screen share. Think about, do you really need video, right? With your customer-facing calls. I do understand some of our customers do have, video and they want to do video, but maybe video is only required for the beginning of the call. And if you're doing a discovery session or sharing your screen, let them know it's okay to take it off. Put this in front of them and say, hey, long video meetings, can cause this Zoom fatigue. Let's leave them on for the first 5 minutes, turn it off for the next 45 minutes. So I'd leave it up to you all to figure out how to manage that with your customers. And then I think one of the things that I'm starting to do is I don't want to have back-to-back meetings. I don't want to jump off this call to jump on another one. And when you do that, it burns us out pretty quickly. At least that's what I've learned. And if you are doing it, give yourself a break between meetings before you go to that next meeting. Avoid saying, yeah, I have that time available, and just squeeze in that meeting. And now all of a sudden you have 3 back-to-back meetings. So these are some techniques that they recommend. And this applies for both customer-facing meetings and internal meetings.